What's up folks, it's Ryan back with another epic commentary. Today we'll be breaking down the newest video from Foxy the Fox 110, and it is, Foxy Reacts Season 4 Episode 117, Other Foxy Reacts on Me, which is basically her commentary on my commentary on her commentary on my commentary on her commentary on Jason's parody video on her. Oh, and one more thing, since this video of Foxy's is split into two separate parts, I've decided to put the two parts together so the video plays continuously. Now let's jump right in and analyze what she had to share this time.
Hey, what's up with me, Foxy the Fox 110, the WWF fan, and welcome to Foxy Reacts, Season 4, Episode 117. And this is another Fox Reacts on Ryan. And anyway, since this video 22 minutes, 56 seconds, I decided to split it into two parts. So basically today for part 1 will be the first 10 minutes of the video. Then tomorrow for part 2, which is the final part, will be the last 12 minutes and 56 seconds of the video for the Fox Reacts. Now anyways, before we get started, just want to say, don't attack Ryan or what you might think, because this video was only meant for entertainment purposes only, and constructive purposes only. Anyways, let's get started.
Welcome back friends. Ryan here. In today's commentary, we'll be looking at Foxy the Fox 110's commentary on my commentary on her commentary on Jason's parody video on her in particular. Sit back, relax, and get ready to dive into the content.
Well, your commentary is gonna suck.
What makes you think my commentary is anything close to sucking? Have you even watched it before you made this commentary, or are you just throwing out random bullshit? Enjoy the ride.
Hey, what's up with me? Foxy the Fox 110, the WWF fan, and welcome to Foxy Reacts, Season 4, Episode 103. And this is another Fox Reacts from Ryan. So anyways, before we get started, just want to say, don't attack Ryan or what you might think, because this video was only meant for entertainment purposes only, and constructive purposes only. Anyways, get started.
Hey everyone, welcome back to another commentary video. Today, we're going to be taking a look at Foxy the Fox 110's commentary on Jason's parody video on her. Now let's find in and see what she has to say.
Which is on Jason's remake parody video on me. Anyways, before we get started, just want to say don't attack Jason, what you might think, because this is going to end purposes only, and constructive purposes only. Anyways, get started. Oh boy, let's begin.
Basically every no commentator, whenever a video starts off.
Well, just because somebody uses that line doesn't mean they're in the anime community.
It clearly does.
Actually, it doesn't.
Mind elaborating on that please? Plenty of users say that phrase whenever the video they're doing a commentary on begins. And I don't know if I can name a few people, but I've been there before.
Well, the anime community, that's what it's called nowadays. So having a pet, dude.
Well, let me explain it to you, buddy. Your comments generally follow a predictable pattern, focusing on specific words, sentences, or phrases, while neglecting to provide any original or constructive input.
Well, I'm actually going to try to coming up with something different to say.
Good. Maybe you can come up with something clever or insightful to say next time instead of the usual boring, predictable comments you have been making.
This repetitive pattern can be seen across multiple commentaries, which you call reacts, making it difficult to differentiate individual responses and providing a dull and predictable experience for readers. In other words, your comments lack variety and originality.
Well, I'm going to let you finish first.
And no.
Well, I'm going to try to come up with something different to say.
Well, I doubt you will.
Well, I will.
Well, I'd like to see you try.
I'm going to study something to you. It's not my fault.
Your studying skills are the least of our concern here. You're completely clueless about the content consequences of your actions and how much they affect others.
Yeah, I was talking about my I was saying stuttering. Stuttering, dude. I'm saying that I have a little bit of a stuttering problem. That's what I was saying.
I wasn't sure about what you said. I thought you said studying problem. But even if you have a stuttering problem, it may cause you to struggle with forming sentences. But I don't see how it could possibly make you completely devoid of common decency and social skills. I think the problem is that you just don't care.
That's not it, dude.
Well, what is it then? I'm dying to hear one of your excuses right now. Don't even bother to try and fix yourself because it's easier to blame others than to look inward and acknowledge your own flaws. You don't need a study program. You need therapy.
How can
Well, I do have my own flaws, dude. I don't blame people. I don't blame people or anything. I'm just... No, I don't blame people or anything. I'm just speaking the truth against the lies against me. That's all. And I have admitted my wrongdoings.
You don't get it, do you? You just continue to prove me right with each passing minute. You have zero self-awareness and it's pathetic. You're incapable of listening or learning anything new. Your mind is completely closed off from the outside world. You might as well be invisible for all it matters because your attitude is so repulsive.
consider yourself sentient when you can't even think for yourself? Stop hiding behind your studying problem and take some responsibility for once, and maybe you should also learn to be a bit more mature towards other people.
I was not saying studying, dude. I said stuttering.
How about you say it more carefully so I can understand what you said then?
Alright, I would try to do that from now on. I would try to say it more carefully from now on.
Yeah, sure you will.
Right now you're being very childish.
It's a reaction, not a commentary.
Let's be honest, I'm actually tired of saying that. And that someone said something else today. I actually decided to stop saying that and become something else to say. I'm becoming tired of saying that over and over again. So this part basically this part you parody is basically outdated.
It's a reaction, not a
So I stopped saying that. I'm excited to stop saying that and say something different because I'm getting tired of saying that.
Thank you, Foxy. Thank you. How
You're welcome.
could we have survived this without your infinite wisdom enlightening our simple minds and showing us the light?
It's a reaction, not a commentary. It's a reaction, not a commentary.
But guess what? I decided to stop saying that.
Again, we heard you the first time.
I don't keep on saying other stuff, dude. In fact, like I said before, I was like stop saying that because I'm getting tired of saying that and I just like something different to say.
No, really. Then say something different right now.
Alright.
Something completely off topic. Say something that has nothing whatsoever to do with this parody video out of you.
Well, I didn't know that you are a fan of Pokemon.
Just because I used a Pokemon character for a commentary only once doesn't mean that I'm a fan of the series. Let's not immediately jump to conclusions and assume one thing based on one action.
Alright, I understand. Well, never start something new because I'm getting tired of saying that, so I decided to say something else.
It's not a problem with your fatigue or weariness. It's an issue with your lack of creativity and originality.
I expect with this.
See, you're doing it right now. Brilliant then. What do you have to offer that's new and unique?
Well, listen. Will you see it in this reaction video?
Aren't you going to say it right now?
I guess I'm not going to say those words anymore.
And yet there's yet another one. How does this happen?
can't repeat the same things anymore. You come up with something else to say.
I'll be waiting, but don't take too long. My patience has its limits.
Alright, I understand that.
You're still repeating the same things. Can we call that progress?
Dude, I would never say that.
Yeah, but that statement definitely gives the impression that you think you're the best at everything.
Well, I don't, because not everybody's the best at everything.
When you are a narcissist, it's easy to perceive yourself as the best at everything. In your mind.
Well, I'm not a narcissist.
If you aren't a narcissist, then why did you give Bra Moment the username idea to praise you? That's evidence showing you're a narcissist. It revolves around you and nothing matters unless it involves you.
That's not actually true, dude. I don't act like that.
Denial doesn't change your inherent narcissism. You may not think that everything revolves around you, but your actions and words reveal otherwise. You may not be comfortable with the label of being a narcissist, but it's a fact that you have an inflated sense of self and a grandiose view of your own significance and importance. Accept who you are and stop pretending to be something you're not.
I know that I'm not the best at everything because nobody is.
You're convinced of your superiority and have an inflated sense of entitlement.
That's actually not true, dude. I'm not that way at all.
Your lack of self-awareness cannot negate the reality of your narcissism, Foxy. You don't have to be convinced of anything. The truth is that your words and actions paint a vivid picture of a person who feels entitled to attention, admiration, and praise. You may not have consciously intended to come across as narcissistic or entitled, but your behavior belies your true nature. Instead of trying to hide and deny who you are, embrace it and work towards becoming a better and more well-rounded individual. You may ignore the accomplishments, feelings, and opinions of others as they don't measure up to yours. This can lead to a narrow and self-centered worldview that causes you to miss the joys and value in life. It can also lead to trouble in your relationships with others and difficulty with empathy.
I actually have empathy, dude. Because I actually make support community to have places for my friends when they're going through hard times or stuff like that.
That seems like a nice gesture of what you're doing, but it doesn't change the fact you're a narcissist. Just because you do something nice for your friends occasionally doesn't mean that you aren't still a narcissist. In fact, that nice gesture could be seen as a way for you to portray yourself as a good and selfless person.
Well, I will at least try my best. I would never say that.
Wow, you sure can't help yourself. You're just a repetition machine, aren't you? A robot, maybe even.
I would never do that, dude. That's not me at all.
Prove it then.
That's not me at all.
Yeah, sure, it must be a good idea for you to regurgitate the same things like a broken record. Also, you really are a narcissist. You prick.
I'm a narcissist.
Yes, you are, Foxy, and the evidence is obvious. It's abundantly clear that you think everyone should worship you.
That's not true, dude.
Yet you constantly seek attention and admiration from Bra Moment. Narcissism is fueled by your overinflated ego and the need for validation.
I am a narcissist, dude.
It's okay to be in denial, Foxy. However, you need to show your true colors to everyone.
From others to feed your inflated ego.
No.
You might want to look inward and reflect on your behavior. You can't deny that you have a bloated sense of self and a thirst for adulation from those around you.
You expect.
No, I don't, dude. Don't deny it.
As you've attempted to deny and deflect your narcissism instead of tackling the issue head-on. You can keep denying it as much as you like, but the fact remains that some people can see your narcissism for what it is.
Cater to your needs and pay attention to you at all times.
Nope, that's not true.
Well, it is true. You recently gave someone a username idea to praise you.
Well, it wasn't to praise me, dude. It was just a username idea that I thought that would be a cool username for Bra Moment.
Whether you intended it or not, the suggestion of Bra Moment the Foxy the Fox 110 fan shows your narcissism and need for praise and attention. It doesn't matter what you meant by it, the fact is that you are so obsessed with yourself that you automatically assumed Bra Moment would want his identity to be inextricably linked with yours. That is a textbook example of narcissism. You can keep denying it, but anyone with half a brain would see it as a clear sign of how full of yourself you are.
But from now on, I'm not going to give people username ideas with FTF110 fan in it. For now, I'm gonna give people username ideas. I just be different username ideas and not ones with FTF110 fan in it.
Well, if you want to overcome your narcissistic tendencies, then it's best to avoid attention-seeking behaviors. You shouldn't seek out praise and flattery. It's generally a bad idea to suggest that someone use your name as part of their identity. Instead, you should try to be more humble and focus on other people instead of yourself. You may have felt flattered in a
So anyways, that's the end of part 1 of Fox Reacts, and part 2, which is the final part, will be tomorrow. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Foxy Fox, 110, the WWL fan, out. The WWL fan, and welcome to Fox Reacts Season 4, Episode 117. And this is part 2 of my another Fox Reacts on Ryan. Now, anyways, before we get started, just want to say, don't attack Ryan, watch my thing because this video is on 18 purpose only and controlled purpose only. As a part 2, which is the final part, is the last 12 minutes and 56 seconds of the video. Anyways, let's get started.
Appreciated by the attention, but it also reveals your narcissistic tendencies. It's clear that you seek and crave attention and admiration.
That's not true, dude.
Don't be in denial. You tried to thrive on admiration and attention from bra moment.
That's not true, dude, because I'm not a narcissist, dude.
Just because you keep saying, I'm not a narcissist, over and over doesn't make it true. Your behavior and attitudes show otherwise. You want constant attention and admiration from bra moment. Stop denying it, man. You're just making it more obvious.
I don't even fit the plus how does giving a username idea to bra moment make me a narcissist, dude?
By suggesting that bra moment should base his whole identity around you with a username like bra moment the Foxy the Fox 110 fan, you are displaying narcissistic tendencies. You are assuming that bra moment would want to be tied to you and worship you as his Lord and Savior. You're so full of yourself that you think everyone else would want to revolve their lives around you too. That kind of delusional thinking is classic narcissism.
Plus, like I said before, I gave like I said before, I thought bra moment the FTF110 fan would be a cool username for bra moment. So I thought that username would fit him.
Let's break it down. You thought bra moment would want his username to be bra moment the Foxy the Fox 110 fan because, 1. You assumed that everyone wants to be associated with you, a classic sign of narcissism. 2. You believed it would fit him, i.e. you believe that bra moment should be a fan of yours. Only a narcissist would think that way. In other words, you gave him that username idea because you're narcissistic and can't see beyond your own egotistical desires. And are willing to do something nice for someone in order to get it.
You may become angry and upset when people don't recognize your importance or treat you with respect that you are entitled to. Oh, and speaking of your narcissistic behavior, it's even more apparent when you consider that you gave Brooke Moment the idea to have a username that praises you.
Well, that username was not to praise me, dude. I just thought that the username bra moment, the FTF110 fan, would be a cool username for him. That's all.
Even though it may not be intended to praise you, it does reflect your underlying narcissistic tendencies. You are so sure of your importance and greatness that you can't imagine anyone not being your fan. You are so full of yourself that you would...
Dude, what's up with the lies, dude?
Nobody's lying here. The truth is plain to see. You're a narcissist and what I explained proves it. Assume that someone's username must be dedicated to you. This is just one more example of your self-obsessed nature and the fact that you believe the world revolves around you.
I do not believe that, dude. What the heck are you talking about?
You may not consciously believe the world revolves around you, but your actions and attitudes speak for themselves. You're self-centered and only care about your own needs, wants, and interests. You expected bra moment to cater to you and give you the attention you feel that you deserve. However, that was only one time, but it doesn't change the fact that you're a narcissist. It's clear to anyone observing your behavior that you view yourself as the most important person in the room and are incapable of seeing beyond your own ego.
Also, I have stopped giving users those type of username ideas. I was still giving users username ideas, but different ones and not ones like that. Not username ideas with FTF110 fan in it. And also, I decided to stop giving username ideas, but with the name FTF110 fan in it.
Good for you. It's important to recognize our toxic behaviors and make an effort to change them. Your decision to stop assuming you are the center of the universe is a step in the right direction. With time and effort, you can become a more considerate and empathetic person who doesn't expect the world to revolve around you.
I would never act like that.
Prove it then.
I would never say something like that. Because I care about other people. I would never act like I'm center of the universe. I think it's matter with you.
What did you say for the second part? Please say it more carefully.
What I was saying I would never act like that. And oh wait, you're talking. What the other part that I said? Never mind. I was saying, what the fuck is the matter with you?
The ability to acknowledge my shortcomings. I can't possibly be wrong about anything.
Dude, I would never say something like that. I know that I'm wrong sometimes.
No, really. Because the things you wrote sounded like you were never wrong.
Well, I know that I'm wrong. I know that I'm wrong sometimes. Well, I know sometimes that I'm right. I know that sometimes I'm right and sometimes I'm wrong. And I've even admitted when I'm wrong. I would never say that I'm perfect, because nobody's perfect. I would never say that, dude. But I always say when people are wrong is when they act wrong around me, because like when they make lies about me and stuff, that's basically when I say that they're wrong.
So you're saying that you never make a mistake and that you're always right about everything.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying I only say that somebody's wrong is when they are wrong or when they're making a lie about me. That's what I'm saying. I think you misunderstood what I was saying.
No, I understood exactly what you said. And my point is that by refusing to even consider the possibility that you might be wrong or mistaken, you are coming across as really arrogant and egotistical. And let's face it, we all make mistakes and get things wrong sometimes.
Yeah, that's
It's
true.
part of being human. So by insisting that you're always right and everyone else is wrong, you're being very unrealistic.
That's incredibly arrogant and egotistical. And you're also proving his points by
Sorry about
refusing
that.
to even consider that you might.
I'm gonna stop it so I can fix it. I'll be right back.
Well, I know right now the problem's fixed, so let's continue. I was saying.
No, I understood exactly what you said. And my point is that by refusing to even consider the possibility that you might be wrong or mistaken, you're coming across as really arrogant and egotistical. And let's face it, we all make mistakes
That's true.
and get things wrong sometimes.
Well, that's true.
Part of being human.
True.
So by insisting that you're always right and everyone else is wrong, you're being very unrealistic.
That's
Well, I know I'm not right all the time. And, well, dude, it's normal to defend yourself when somebody's making up lies about you, dude. It's normal to defend yourself when someone's making up lies about you. I mean, well, Well, I'm just defending myself against lies against me, which is normal.
I know that. But the way you did it made it seem like you were completely dismissing everything I said without even considering the possibility that I might be correct. And that doesn't necessarily mean you have to agree with me, but it's important to at least consider different points of view and be open to learning from other people's perspectives instead of just assuming they're wrong and you're right.
And I have admitted when I'm wrong, or when I made a mistake.
Incredibly arrogant and egotistical. And you're also proving his point by refusing to even consider that you might sometimes be wrong.
Well, I know sometimes I'm wrong.
Well, if you're acknowledging that sometimes you're wrong, then why do you still insist that you're always right and everyone else is wrong? That doesn't make any sense.
Dude, I don't always I don't insist I'm right all the time, dude. I know sometimes I'm wrong, and that sometimes I make mistakes. I'm only defending myself against lies about me, that's all.
Yeah, but if someone points out that you're wrong, consider trying to listen and understand their perspective instead of just assuming they're lying and trying to defend yourself. That approach can help to foster better communication and understanding.
We certainly don't think you're perfect or think you don't need to learn or grow. It seems like you're confused about his own opinion of yourself. Maybe you should take some time to reflect on what you really believe about yourself, because it seems like you're in denial about some things.
Well, what do you mean by that, dude? I don't think I'm in denial. I'm kind of confused right now what you're talking about.
You seem to be contradicting yourself a bit. You say you don't think you know everything and that you don't think you're perfect. But the way you talked about yourself in the video makes it seem like you think you are always right and that you're very arrogant about your knowledge. Those are two conflicting ideas, so I was encouraging you to dig inside yourself and find out what your true beliefs are.
Okay, alright, I understand what you're saying now, but... I understand what you're saying now. So, I understand what you're saying... What you're saying now... But, like I said before, I know that I'm not always right. And I know that sometimes I'm wrong and that I make mistakes. And I've even made too many mistakes I've made. I even have admitted when I'm wrong. But all I'm doing is just defending myself against lies about me.
It seems like you're trying to make two different points, but they're both coming across as contradictory. On one hand, you say you know sometimes you're wrong and that you admit when you're wrong. But on the other hand, you say you're only doing it to defend yourself against lies about you, which is very confusing. So let me ask you this. What lies do you think are being said about you? Because from what I can tell, no one here has said anything untrue about you.
Then why did you give Rug Moment a username idea to praise yourself then?
Well, I was giving him that username to praise me. I was just giving him that username idea because I thought because I thought the name Bro Moment, the FTF110 fan, would be a cool username for him. That's all.
You might have thought that, but that doesn't change the fact that your suggestion came from...
I actually went too far. Never mind. Wait. Never mind.
a place of narcissism. It's clear that you are so full of yourself that you assume others will want to have their identity associated with yours.
It's not like that at all, dude. I just thought that would be a cool username for him.
Sure, whatever you say, keep telling yourself that you're not a narcissist. It's clear to everyone that you are, both through your words and actions. You think you're above everyone else, believe you deserve constant praise and attention. You can keep denying it, but in the end you are just digging yourself into a deeper hole. Your behavior screams narcissism, and no amount of mental gymnastics will change that. You have an inflated sense of self-importance and an irrational desire to be worshipped. You can try to spin it any way you want, but you are a complete narcissist.
seriously, dude, I ain't a narcissist.
Your insistence on denying the obvious isn't fooling anyone. Your narcissism is evident in every aspect of your life whether you like it or not. You expect constant praise and adoration, you clearly want everyone to center their world around you. Face it, you're as narcissistic as they come.
Because narcissists don't give people shoutouts.
Actually, narcissists can definitely give people shoutouts if it serves their own interests and makes them look good. They are great at manipulating and charming others to get what they want, and sometimes that means praising someone to make themselves look good. So yes, narcissists can and will give people shoutouts to further their own selfish motivations. Stop pretending to be otherwise.
I'm not doing my own fault, dude. I ain't doing my fault, dude. I have learned from my mistakes.
Prove it then.
Well, I have admitted my mistakes. So that's pretty much proof that I have learned from my mistakes. How is that not proof, dude? Mind explaining?
You basically repeated the same statement without analyzing it.
I have acknowledged my mistakes. Actually, have made my wrongdoings.
Yeah, but you did not admit that you think child pornography is allowed on YouTube and give right moment the username idea to praise yourself, did you?
I actually have admitted my mistakes about the pornography thing, dude. I have made about the pornography, dude. I've admitted that about that, dude. And also, with that username ID that I gave for a moment was not from to praise me. It's because I thought, like I said before, I thought for a moment that FTF110 fan would be a cool username for him.
You keep repeating that, but it doesn't change the truth of the situation. Your suggestion was motivated by narcissistic fantasies and a grandiose view of yourself. You may have thought that it would be a cool username for Bro Moment, but it was really a way for you to try and inflate your own ego.
Actually wasn't, dude.
Whether you consciously aimed to inflate your ego or not, the truth is that you're so full of yourself that you assumed someone else would want to associate their identity with yours. That's classic narcissistic behavior, you're just too self-absorbed to admit it.
And plus, this shouldn't be a problem anymore since I stopped giving users username ideas with the same. This shouldn't be a problem anymore because I gave users. Because I stopped giving users username ideas with name FTF110 fan in it.
Sure, you may have stopped suggesting that particular username, but your narcissistic tendencies still run deep and have an impact on your everyday life. Just because you are not using Foxy the Fox 110 fan as a username suggestion anymore doesn't mean that you aren't a narcissist. You were so full of yourself that you assumed that Bro Moment would want to be associated with you and call himself Bro Moment the Foxy the Fox 110 fan. You can't see things any other way because you're a complete narcissist.
What are you talking about, dude? What the heck are you talking about, dude? I ain't a narcissist.
You keep saying that, but your actions speak louder than words. Your behavior indicates a narcissistic personality. You have a distorted sense of self where you overestimate your importance and have a need for constant attention and admiration. Instead of denying it, you should acknowledge that you are a narcissist and try to work on your behavior.
How dare you doubt what I say? I got him on that.
I remember I got that. I would never say that. To be honest, I have lied before in the past, but known in it was in real life. Not in real life, but in the past, but it was in real life. But that was like a long time ago. I don't remember how old it was, but it was a long time ago. Before I was on YouTube.
I am infallible and beyond reproach. Anyone who challenges my assertions is a fool and a fool.
I would never advocate.
Now before me, miserable wretch.
I would never act like that.
See guys, Foxy the Fox 110 always says the same things, and I mean always, over and over again.
Well, I'm trying not to do that. I'm trying to break that habit.
Your efforts are futile. Your replies are predictable, unimaginative, trite, unoriginal, uninteresting, and boring. You sound like a robot who was programmed to have only a limited amount of things to say. I've heard your statements so many times and I can easily predict what you're going to say next.
It's like a broken
Well, I am trying my best to say different stuff.
Yet you're failing miserably. Your comments are stale, insipid, trivial, mundane, and dull. I'm not impressed by your lack of creativity or originality. You're uninteresting and boring. Everything you write has been heard a million times before and contributes nothing unique or meaningful to the commentary. I get the sense you're lacking in any kind of personality or originality.
For a parent that learned only a few words and one shut up. She's not only boring with nothing new, fresh, or original to say, but she also annoys everyone, because they always know exactly what she's going to say, before she says it. The only funny thing here is that she probably thinks no one's onto her yet.
I would never act like that. None of you. That's not me at all. I'm actually a caring person. And supportive as well. We support my friends and family as well.
It was just a joke, so I don't see what your problem is, Foxy, but you're
Well, I didn't know that was a joke.
getting offended over one joke.
Well, I didn't know that was a joke.
I heard you the first time, Foxy.
That's the end of the Double Box Reacts. Oh boy, this parody video that first made on me is cringe.
Well, I thought it was funny. You just didn't find it funny, that's all. And the ending parts can be on stitches, not on a line.
And anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. Well, I can hear your opinion, but you still suck. The Double Box Reacts. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in the next video. That's the end of the Double Box Reacts. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Foxy the Fox 110, the WWL fan.
Well, that commentary was nothing cringe. And there's only one word to describe it: repetitive. The repetitive nature of her commentary, saying and regurgitating the same things over and over, which shows the lack of originality and creativity in her approach. Can't she come up with anything better?
I would try to come up with things.
Perhaps you could try to have your own thoughts, opinions, and ideas instead of spitting out the same inane comments everyone has heard before. That would take actual effort, creativity, originality, and intelligence though, so don't get your hopes up.
Seriously, saying the same phrases over and over again just makes her sound so boring. I am sure people have more depth than that. Thank you so much for watching my commentary. If you enjoyed it, please remember to hit the subscribe button and click the bell notification icon so you don't miss any future uploads. Until next time, I will catch you on the next video.
Well, to be honest, I'm going to try to think of something else to say and try to break that habit of repeating myself and saying the same things over again. That is a habit, and I'm trying to break that habit.
No one is holding their breath waiting for you to say something interesting or intelligent. Your boring and predictable comments are so commonplace they're virtually expected of you at this point. I have no interest in seeing how long you can go without saying the same thing, as you're bound to fail. You're incapable of originality or innovation. You're utterly predictable and dull.
Anyways, that's the end of the Foxy Reacts, and I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Foxy the Fox 110, the WWL fan.
That so-called commentary by Foxy the Fox 110 was not only boring and unoriginal, but she doesn't even have the brain capacity to think up anything new to say. She just mindlessly repeats herself like a broken record. Honestly, she must have been dropped on the sidewalk as a child to be this stupid. She needs to go back to school. Well guys, thanks for watching this commentary. I appreciate you taking the time to watch it. If you enjoyed it, please feel free to leave your thoughts and feedback in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe for more. See you next time.
Anyways, that's the end of part 2, which is the final part of Fox Reacts. And I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Foxy the Fox, 110, the WWL fan, out.
That commentary was quite problematic, as Foxy continually denies being a narcissist while her actions suggest otherwise. In fact, this behavior could indicate symptoms of narcissism such as a distorted sense of self, an exaggerated sense of importance, and a constant need for attention and admiration. Rather than denying their narcissistic tendencies, she should acknowledge it and strive to improve her behavior accordingly. But anyways guys, see you later.